Warm greetings to you all. On behalf of the National Youth Council of the Kingdom of Tonga, the Alliance of Youth Leaders and Champions of the United Nations Population Fund in the Pacific, I wish to render our full support and endorsement of Ms. Anaseini Ulakai as a candidate for the CYC Chairperson role. I would like to wish the Assembly a fruitful election, with a reminder that the interests of the young people of our Commonwealth of Nations rests on your vote.
Hello, my name is Caitlin Figueredo. I am the founder and CEO of Desiree Australia and a Queen's Young Leader. On behalf of my nation Australia, I am proud to endorse Anaseini to be the chair of the Commonwealth Youth Council. I first met Anaseini as she participated in the Girls Takeover Parliament program in 2019 as the first ever representative from the Pacific. There, she brought the voices, the issues and concerns of Pacific young people directly into the halls of Parliament, advocating for their rights. The leadership skills, the relationships, and the knowledge she gained from participating in the program served as an important foundation for the advocacy work she continued to strive for after the program. Since then, I have watched Anaseini become an absolutely incredible and dynamic leader, perfect for the chair role. Anaseini has continuously tried to find new and innovative ways to bring both Australia and New Zealand and the Pacific together. She has worked with our diplomatic corps and departments here in Australia to ensure that young people in the Pacific are at the table. I believe that it is through these experiences that Anaseini will bring, she will foster on the global stage. Anaseini, the last couple of months, has also been working across the Commonwealth, in particular with India, helping to organise the first bilateral Girls Takeover Parliament program between India and Australia. I know firsthand, by working with Anaseini, that she has a vision for the Commonwealth. She has a vision for the Pacific, and she has a vision for our world. Her values, leadership experience, and her commitment to the Commonwealth makes her an incredible leader, one that we can all unite behind. I offer my full endorsements, and I wish her all the success. Vote Anaseini to be the next chair of the Commonwealth Youth Council.
Coronavirus in a striking way revealed a world of tragedies, extreme inequality and injustices, war and violence, nevertheless senseless environmental damages and unstable regimes. All of these in spite of the tremendous strides in education and learning, growth in democracy, development and freedoms, coronavirus has indeed shattered the poignant illusion of what we've once considered normal. So let's reach for a new normal together. Let us create an administration that will endeavour and, if necessary, exhaust every avenue to establish nurturing societies that are safe and harmless for young people to grow and to reach their fullest potential, support the initiation, practices and innovation pioneered by young people to tackle the climate crisis, promote and prioritize the health and well-being of young people, declare an inclusive and diverse administration, recognizing every young people, to affirm that the Council will not label anyone as belonging to a marginalized group, but rather addressed as a fellow youth. Backed by a family of supportive youth leaders and champions from across the Asia-Pacific region under the United Nations Population Fund, the ICPD framework, and the Climate Crisis Campaign, I can assure you that under my leadership, I will continue to be but a servant of our greater Commonwealth family. If these provisions are catered for, there will henceforth be no doubt in our economies and in the prosperity of our Commonwealth of Nations. As a daughter of the vast blue Pacifica, my leadership will epitomize values that were closely knitted to me by my whanua, or islands, that I may present to characterize our ideal of nofo akainga, observance of communal relations. The Pacific is a region that in any form of traditional leadership, it puts the society before the individual, something I wish to extend onto the wider Commonwealth family, specifically putting the needs of all young people before my own, ensuring they are prosperous and secure before my own successes and security. For is it not what leaders were bred for?
I put my votes and my trust in Anaseini Ulakai. I have seen firsthand her leadership, her dedication, her passion, and her drive to push forward the voices of all young people throughout the Pacific. I believe she has made the young people in the Kingdom of Tonga proud by carrying them on her shoulders as a youth parliamentarian, and I believe that she will make the young people of the Cook Islands proud by carrying their voices onto a global stage. I believe she can do it, and she has my votes. Kia orana, e kia manuia, o vātu, Anaseini.
I am all for women empowerment, which is why I believe that Anaseini is the perfect voice of our Pacific Islands to the Commonwealth Youth Council. She is a very strategic, determined, and committed visionary, and her boldness to step out and break the norms of our Pacific cultures that limits the voices of women and young people makes her an influential leader in the eyes of the Pacific youth. Anaseini, all the best, and alofa teleatu, God bless from Samoa.
On behalf of the Tonga Ladies Association and as a representative of the for the Pacific at the Commonwealth Equality Network, I would like to take this opportunity to convey our full support and endorsement for Miss Anaseini Ulakai for the role of Chairperson. Her leadership will assure our inclusivity and will continue to promote our advocacy. We wish the Assembly a successful election. Malo Apito, and God bless.
Nonetheless, I am fully aware of the extent and limitations of my leadership, if God willing that I be elected as your chairperson for the Commonwealth Youth Council. That I may be the voice of young people, if not thousands, millions out there whose best interests rest on the arms of our greater Commonwealth family. Malo Apito.